Today I will be doing a presentation on what to expect when cruising through the Mediterranean. I recently took a cruise across the Mediterranean and I thought it was great, so I wanted to share with you all about my trip. There are a lot of ways to travel the Mediterranean. However, my family was partial to traveling it by cruise ship. We chose to cruise aboard with the Crown Princess. It was a great option for us. It allowed us to go to many places in only a matter of days. In about 7 days, our cruise ship sailed to Athens, Greece, Santorini, Greece, Montenegro, Kotor, Taormina in Sicily, Italy, and lastly, Barcelona, Spain. Athens, Greece was such a cool place. It's a huge city with lots and lots of buildings, traffic, and people walking around the city. There's history everywhere you look. There's rooftop restaurants and fun little dive bars and lots of drink specials that they want you to know about. There's also that precious, authentic Greek food, my favorite. Located in Athens, Greece, is the ancient Acropolis of Athens. It is an ancient metropolis located on a rocky outcrop right above the city of Athens and contains the remains of several ancient buildings of great architectural and historic significance. It is the most famous as being the Parthenon. The word Acropolis is from the Greek words akabo, which means highest point. Although the term Acropolis is generic, there are many other Acropolises in Greece. The significance of the Acropolis of Athens is that it is known as the Metropolis Center, aka where everything happens. You're allowed to walk around on the grounds of the Acropolis just as if you could thousands and thousands of years ago. It's a pretty cool thing to see, especially when you walk to the very top and you see the Greek flag flying high above the city of Athens. Next, we traveled to the beautiful and picturesque Santorini, Greece. This is somewhere that I've always wanted to go, and it was definitely impressive, and I didn't want to leave. When you first get to Santorini, the thing that you notice the most is the beautiful blue water. It looks just like the picture. When you walk around Santorini, there's beautiful white stone streets, and everything looks so pristine and clean. We also stopped at a few restaurants while we're here, and I would recommend the traditional Greek salad and their fresh seafood. My favorite was the calamari. Also, we stayed later on in Santorini, and we got to see a beautiful sunset, which photographers from all around the world come to see. It was quite the experience. Santorini is an island located in the southern Aegean Sea. It is about 120 miles southeast of Greece's mainland. It is the largest island out of the little islands that are located near Greece. It was formed by the remnants of a volcano known as caldera. The island was the site of one of the largest volcanic eruptions in history. The eruption left a large caldera surrounded by volcanic ash, which deposited hundreds of meters deep. It is the most active volcanic center in the South Aegean volcanic arch. If you go to the beaches, the sand is even black due to the volcanic ash that erupted millions of years ago. It is a really cool city, and the only way to get up to it is by donkey or by cable car. We chose to go by cable car, but if I ever go back, I'll definitely travel up to the island by donkey. After spending 2 days in Greece, we found ourselves on a restful day at sea for the next day. We got ourselves ready to visit the beautiful Montenegro in the Bay of Kotor. Montenegro is a very interesting place, one I had never expected to be so beautiful. It's filled with rugged mountains and beautiful scenery. It's actually part Serbian, so we ate a lot of Serbian food, which was really yummy. I had never had it before. We also went to one of the oldest churches in the world. Inside of it has an old gold clock tower that we went inside and got to look at. It's also a boat town, so a lot of people travel on water, which is really cool. You don't see that much anymore these days. As I mentioned before, Montenegro is located in the Bay of Kotor, which means that it's a boat town. So, one of the things that we did while we were there was we took a little boat tour around the island. We went to the island that had the Lady of Love church right in the middle. It was a beautiful old church, and it was really awesome to see the inside of it. You had to pay to go in, but no worries, it was only $3 and it was totally worth it. Montenegro was surprisingly beautiful, and it was different than any other place we went in the Mediterranean so far. It was like we were in Germany or something like that, but more in the Mediterranean. It was great, and you definitely should stop by if you have the chance. Next stop was Taormina, Italy, which also included Sicily. Taormina is one of Italy's most historic holiday resorts. It's a small, picturesque town perched on a slope high above the Ionian Sea on the eastern coast of Sicily. It is a popular and fashionable destination for well over a century. Its hotels and restaurants are very experienced at welcoming all tourists. There's also lots of artisanship here, too. Everyone is selling beautiful paintings, jewelry, you name it. I definitely got some really cool trinkets to bring home here. Also, let's talk pizza. Taormina had the best pizza I've ever tasted. We're talking big pizza just for one person. It was so yummy. In addition, I also really love cannolis, and I had way too many here. I love the cannolis there. They're nice and fresh, and probably the best I've ever tasted. Bottom line, if you want to eat well, go to Taormina, Italy. Take a close look. Does this look like a movie? Well, it actually is. So, the famous movie The Godfather was actually filmed in Sicily. So when you look at these pictures, it actually reminds you of some scenes in the movie. This was really cool to find out because my dad is a huge Godfather fan. There was a tour that you could take of the movie, but when we were there, we didn't have enough time, so we just got to walk around the streets where the movie was filmed. As I mentioned before, there's a lot of shopping. And one part of that is that there's a lot of art just lining the streets. Taormina is huge in art, so if you're looking for a piece to put in your home, you can buy it here. We're nearing the end here, so I'll talk about our final stop on the cruise. Barcelona, Spain. I think this was definitely my favorite stop. Barcelona is a city located in Spain. It is the capital and it is the largest city of the autonomous community of Catalonia, as well as the second most populous municipality of Spain. It has a population of 1.6 million, and it is an urban area that extends to numerous neighboring places within the province of Barcelona. It is home to about 4.8 million people, but you would never know it. It's a big city with small town vibes. It is so much fun and one of my favorite places I've ever been to. It's one of the world's leading tourist, economic, trade, fair, and cultural centers. Its influence in commerce, education, entertainment, sports, media, fashion, you name it, makes it one of the major global cities. One of my favorite things about Barcelona is the architecture. Everywhere you look, it's just beautiful architecture. This is artist Gaudi's famous La Sagrada Familia. There are so many things to talk about when talking about Barcelona, Spain. It truly is an amazing city. However, I'll just highlight a few of my favorite parts in this slide for you. The first two photos are again of La Sagrada Familia. La Sagrada Familia was built by Antoni Gaudí, and it was started in 1882. Gaudí took over as chief architect, transforming the project with his architectural and engineering style, combining Gothic and Art Nouveau forms. Gaudí devoted the remainder of his life to the project. However, he died in 1926 with less than a quarter of the project complete. Today, they are still trying to finish the beautiful construction. On the right, we have the Arc de Triomphe. The Arc de Triomphe is a triumphal arch, and it was built by Joseph Vilaseca as the main access gate for the 1882 Barcelona World Fair. It's pretty cool because the World Fair was a huge deal back in the day. And now in Barcelona, performers from all over the world come here to set up and do shows for people as they walk by. It also serves as a huge market, so again, you can get cool little trinkets to take home to family and friends. Barcelona is one of the best places in the world, and I would 100% go back here one day. All right, and that brings us to the end of this presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed my little travel presentation as much as I enjoyed actually going on the trip. I'll cherish this trip forever. It was an amazing experience with my family, and I'm so glad that we chose to cruise with Crown Princess Cruises. It was a great way to see a bunch of different places in the Mediterranean in a matter of days. And now, if we want to go back, we know exactly where we want to go. I definitely suggest that you all look into cruising across the Mediterranean now that you know a little bit more about what to expect. If you're on the fence, I just have one more thing to say to you. Get out there and explore. This world is so vast and you need to see it all. Don't miss your chance. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a great day.